Hey everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we will be discussing the top 8 strategies I have that will help you score a Band 8 on your IELTS Writing Task 2. If you'd like to know more about these strategies, then please continue watching so I can share them with you. Just a little bit about myself. I have over 6 years experience teaching IELTS and I am a certified English teacher. If you like my YouTube videos, then please subscribe to my channel and like this video as I will be putting out content every Friday to help you on this journey. Also, please check out my website at eslwords.com where I share a lot of beneficial information on the IELTS exam as well as how you can pass. So here are some top 8 tips that I provide to my students, and I've always sweared by them because I've seen such a big achievement and progress with my own students who have followed these strategies that I've provided for them. So let's get right into it. So how you can score an 8 band or higher. So if you follow some of these steps that I will be explaining, I really think that these will help you. So you need to know the basics of good paragraph writing, and you need to understand how to write an introduction that includes a powerful opening sentence that relates to your main idea. In addition to this, you will learn how to structure your essay, and you need to know how to be coherent throughout your essay, as well as you need to use the right tenses throughout your essay, which I will discuss a bit more further in, and ensure that you have a complete essay. So how do you know you've wrote all the points that have made your argument strong? I will teach you that, and as well as using grammatical range and using grammatical accuracy, the right grammar throughout your paper. So the first one, good paragraph writing. So before I tell you what a good paragraph has, let's talk about what a good essay has. So a good essay should usually include an introduction, a body paragraph, either 2 to 3 paragraphs, depending on your argument, and a conclusion. Um, Also, the 4 components to a good complete paragraph are paragraph unity, paragraph coherence, and the structure of your essay. So it has to go in a proper order where people understand what you're trying to relay within your essay. Finally, the last component is including the right information in your paragraph to make it a complete paragraph where it makes the most sense. So just keep these in mind. I will discuss them further in this video, just so you know. So what is paragraph unity? So pretty much paragraph unity is when your opening sentence of your introduction is included within your essay. So you have to make sure that you have a strong opening sentence that tells the reader what your essay is going to be about. You also have to include the main idea of your topic within the first 2 sentences. So let's say, for instance, your essay is going to talk about you agreeing to owning a dog as a pet. You think owning a dog as a pet is something good. So what you would do is you have to ensure that you include the sentence within the opening sentence when you're introducing your topic, and then the main idea of why you agree to this within the first 2. Just also keep in mind that you should not discuss anything that is irrelevant to the main idea. So meaning if your essay is about why you agree that dogs should be owned as a pet, don't don't explain uh, um, how long dogs live, for example, or don't explain what type of dog you prefer to have or you like, because that's irrelevant information. You just need to include why you agree to dogs being a good pet to own, meaning like maybe because they become a part of your family, or your kids grow a connection to the dogs, and so on and so forth. If you want to see an example of sentence unity and paragraph unity, then check out my article that I will link down below. It's called The Top 8 Tips to a High Band Score for the IELTS Writing Task 2. I will include that in the links down below. So make sure you check that out, because I think that will definitely help you understand this a lot more. So next, I wanted to discuss the structure of your essay and how you need to ensure that you follow a structure that makes the most sense. So you need to make sure that when you're writing an essay, you have your paragraphs in the right order so the examiner doesn't get confused. And you want to show the examiner that you are able to write in a cohesive manner that makes the most sense. Also, if you are writing about how to write a cake, for example, you aren't going to start with one of the sentences in the paragraph saying that you should mix the ingredients, for example, for the introduction of one of your body paragraphs. Because you haven't told us, or you've never explained what the ingredients were that you put in the bowl. So just make sure that you take that into consideration, because you will get a low score if you don't show that you are capable of writing an essay that is properly structured and properly thought about. Also, I was just going to mention that if you are writing an essay that is about some sort of event that you are trying to explain that happened, you want to ensure that you write your essay in sequential order, meaning that you write your essay in a proper sequence that is most logical for the examiner to follow. So next, you want to use a coherence method throughout your essay to show the examiner that you are capable of writing a Band 8 essay. So how could you do this? So I've included a little method that you could use. You can use transition words that will help put your sentences together and make your essay flow better. So these are some transition words that you can use. If you visit my blog, you can save the photo, or you can just take a screenshot that will help you. So number 5 is very important to follow. This is using the proper tenses throughout your essay, meaning that if you are going to explain your essay to be in past form, you need to make sure that you use the past tense all throughout your essay. So in other words, if you look at my sentence here, this sentence is not right. I repeat, do not write your essay like this, because you will get a low band score. So for example, I used to go grocery shopping on Fridays because I would take my time buying everything I need. I will go to the grocery store on Saturday now because I like how quiet it is. So if you see here, the first two words, used and would, are actually written in the past. Meanwhile, the second two words, will and quiet it is used in the present forms. So this confuses the examiner he will think you don't know how to write a proper essay. So make sure you just make your sentences all within the past or all within the present. So let's go on to number 6. So defining a complete paragraph. So what exactly makes a complete paragraph? How you know that your paragraph is complete is you must include a great amount of information that proves your thesis. So your thesis should be mentioned in the introduction of your essay, usually the last sentence within the introduction paragraph. We will go more into detail with that in a video that I will be posting on Friday, where I will be providing you with step by step, a sentence by sentence guide on how you should be formatting your essay. Number 2 is making sure that you give enough facts that will help you prove your point. And also, number 3 is if you are able to concisely prove your argument. So, if you have enough information, you're clear on your points, then you have fulfilled the requirements of completing a full paragraph. So just a little tip of how a complete paragraph looks. So a complete paragraph should have an opening sentence, and this should include your thesis, followed by your opinion. As I mentioned earlier, if you agree or disagree with owning a dog as a pet, for example, and how you will explain your reasoning. Your second sentence or your second main point to include in your paragraph should be supporting your thesis. So a maximum of four sentences to prove your main idea. And the third should be a finishing sentence that concludes your whole paragraph by retelling your story or reiterating your story of what the whole paragraph was about. So tip number 7 that I have for you, I highly recommend that you use a range of grammar within your essay. You should use different sentences such as compound sentences, simple sentences, sentences that include questions, modal verbs, subordinate clauses, and conditionals, because this will help you achieve a high band score in your IELTS Writing Task 2 essay. I would recommend even trying to use at least 1 or 2 of each, because honestly, this is what the examiner is looking for. This is the criteria that they have within their markings of the IELTS exam. So just keep this in mind. We will go over it more in more videos, but definitely maybe take a screenshot of this, or you could visit my blog where you're able to save this chart. So using a range of grammar and using it accurately go hand in hand. Definitely, you don't want to be using a type of sentence that doesn't make sense within the essay. So you need to become familiar with when you can use these type of sentences throughout your essay. So I've included an example of when to use it and the definition of them. So for example, for compound sentences, you should use this type of sentence when you are expressing the relationship between two ideas. Simple sentences you should use when you are stating some sort of fact that happens. And sentences with questions you should use when you're asking a question. Additionally, modal verbs you should use when you're talking about something being possible. And subordinate clauses, you use this when a sentence is linked to a clause and cannot stand alone. So, for example, if you write when Alex wrote his exam without he scored perfect, this sentence wouldn't make sense because So what if he wrote his exam? What happened next? So you need to make sure you explain what happened after he wrote his exam. Finally, conditionals. So conditionals are when you're describing what the outcome of something was. So, for example, if I eat healthy and go to the gym, I will lose weight. But if I don't do this, then this will happen. So, these are my top 8 tips that will help you score a high band in your IELTS Writing Task 2 exam. And these strategies have always helped my students ace the IELTS exam. So if you really, really want to ace the exam, I highly recommend that you practice these. And also, please stay tuned for my other videos that will be coming up every Friday. Additionally, I am actually working on a course that I will be providing to you guys that will help you with your IELTS exam. If you have any questions or comments, please like this video and comment down below, as I'd love to meet all of you.